You're watching a Start to Finish Podcasting Quick Tip, brought to you by the Start to Finish Podcasting TV Network with Andre Lewis.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Andre Lewis, and welcome to the Start to Finish Podcasting TV Network. I am here to give you some great information today. You're going to love this. Today, I'm going to talk about the difference between an audio interface and a mixer. I had a question come through my email, and it was a new podcaster who wanted to know the difference. So, Jimmy, I'm about to tell you right now. I hope you're watching this video. So what we have here is an audio interface. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. And what we have here is a mixer. Now, both can do the same thing in terms of getting your audio recorded, but they're both different. They're not the same, okay? So let's start with the audio interface. Put this down here. All right, so the audio interface, this is basically a tool that's going to connect to your computer and record it's going to go straight to your whatever audio recording system you have. It's going to take the signal straight to there and record it. This sits between your microphone and your digital recording software. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to have your microphone connected into one of these ports here. Okay. An XLR connection. And then there's a USB connection right here that's going to connect to here and then go into your system through USB and into your recording software, and it's going to record your audio. So this interface, this interface has one button that can control everything. That can control one thing, and that's your gain. So right here, this is where you're going to control the gain, the output gain for each channel that you have, and that's with the audio interface. That's what you get. You pretty much get, for the most part. The only control you have with an audio interface is controlling the gain. These two knobs here are the gain for your headphones. They both have a headphone monitoring for each 1 and 2 channels. So basically, channels 1 and 2, you can listen to the audio through headphones, the monitoring right here. And channels 3 and 4, you're going to listen through the headphones through monitoring it through here, this connection here. But that's basically all you get with an audio interface. This is one of the better audio interfaces. It's a little bit more expensive. It does the job pretty well. I like it. It's what I use. I don't use a mixer, but that's just my preference. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to explain why some people do use mixers in just a second, but I just wanted to let you know this audio interface, pretty much all you're going to be able to do is turn up the gain, low or high, and set your gain for whatever signals, decibels you want it, pretty much. So that's what an audio interface does. You know, it pretty much connects to a computer through USB, so you can get your signal into your recording software. All right. Now let's get to the mixer. All right. So this mixer is going to do the same thing. This is the Behringer 1204 USB FX. This one, it doesn't say FX. Well, I'm going to give you the official name. It's the Behringer Xenix X1204 USB. All right. And that's what this is. Now, a lot of podcasters do want to rather use this because it has so many options. Like with this is a mixer. This mixer does the same thing as an audio interface. It has that same connection. So you put the cord right into here, the connection right here. And this is a USB. This is a USB connection. It goes out of here into your computer, and it serves as a purpose to get your signal to your recording software. However, there's more that you can do with this. Before, with the Focusrite and the audio interface, pretty much all you could have done with that is control the gain. You remember me saying that's all you can do is control the gain. And this is the gain right here. So can you just think, if this was an audio interface, you wouldn't have any of this. All you would have is this gain. And this is what you control your signal with. With the mixer, it's a little bit different. With the mixer, I'll start out by saying that you have more control over your audio. And for example, I'll give you a quick example. You plug your microphone into here. It's going to go down this channel, okay? And in this channel, you have so many different things that can manipulate your audio. So let's take a look. You have the gain, as I said. You have a low cut, 75 hertz. So you got a low cut. You press that, cut the lows a little bit. You have a compression knob here. I hope I'm holding this straight. And excuse me if this is dusty. I haven't used this in a while. I've seen the dust on it, but I was hoping that you won't see the dust on it when I'm showing it to you. But if you do, I apologize. I haven't used this in a while. All right. So, your first one is your compression. You can set your compression, to whatever you're liking. You can't do that with an audio interface unless if you do it through your software. The next is your EQ buttons. You have your highs, your mids, and your lows. So if you want to give a little bit of that Barry White voice, you would turn, don't judge me. You would turn the lows up. And if you had a deep voice and you wanted to have it not so deep, you can probably turn this low down a little bit and it won't be so low. They'll still know you got a deep voice, but it won't be so bassy. They won't hear it as much if you turn it down. So that's what you can do with that. So the highs, the mids, and the lows, you can manipulate that. And you can't do that on an audio interface because it doesn't have that option like a mixer does. You got your auxiliary and you got your effects. So if you also can turn on the effects with this particular mixer has effects, so it's not plugged up, but whatever effects I put on here, all I have to do is turn it up. It can make me echo my words, echo, 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 or it can do whatever. It depends on the effect, but you would control it through this here. Okay. And here you can pan. So I'm going to do a video on that too. You can pan. So this mixer here, when you connect it and plug in two mixers, sometimes it goes on one line, depending on how you set it up. But this one in particular goes on one track. Okay. So you'll be hearing us both on one track, even though we got two inputs here. So what you can do is, and I'm going to do a video on that, with this mixer, you can pan, which means move one sound of the side to the left. Okay. Then you can move the other one to the right. All right. So now you'll have one on the left side and one on the right side. And then you can split those channels up and then you'll have two different channels. You can then, process the audio for one person, process the audio for the other. And then you can bring it back as a mono signal, which brings it together, which means when you listen to it on your headphones, it'll come through. Both people will not come on the right or the left. They'll come on both sides. Okay. So even though this would be panned to the left and this one would be panned to the right, when you finish the mix and processing and you mix it down to a mono signal, they'll be on both sides, each person that was on the microphone. So that's what you can do with this mixer. You can pan to the left or pan to the right. And you can mute this, if somebody coughs or something, or if you have to cough, you hit the mute button. An audio interface doesn't have a mute button. And here you can control the gain also. Again, this is more gain after it's been through all the processing. Here you can control the gain before it goes through the processing. And here you control the gain as after it goes through the processing, and it lets you, record the gain at, whatever level you like, record the audio. All right. So this mixer, it does a lot. And a lot of people would rather use a mixer than an audio interface because they feel that they can do more with this. And I have to agree, you can do more with this. You can. If this is all I had, I don't know. I may use it, I may not. Some days I will, some days I may not. But I do have something that will act in the place of this, and that's my DBX 286. So it'll take care of everything I need. I don't really need all of this effects and stuff like that, but it will do all the things that this thing does. All right. Let me put this one down here. So, well, I'll hold them up. So you have, all right. So you have your audio interface right here. You have your mixer here. That's the difference between the two. So you can choose whatever one you'd like. I prefer the audio interface because I have something else that works in the place of a mixer in terms of how I want my audio to be manipulated. But if you're just starting, I would get this. If you have the money to get this, and you can play with it a little bit and, manipulate some of the signals and just, get a feel of it, of how to manipulate some of the audio. And another thing that you can do with this that you probably can't do with that audio interface directly is a mix minus. This thing here, it has, I didn't even go over these channels here. Okay. So this is just not a 4-channel mixer. Okay. This is additional channels here. So you can do a mix minus. They can go in and out. I mean, you can just throw audio all over the place with this thing. The outputs, in the back here. So you can do a lot with this. So if you think that, you want to try it out, go ahead and try it out. I'm not sure if they sell these. I think they do. They're relatively cheap. I think it's like $149 or I think it's $149 now. When I purchased it, it was like $300. But and this is about $249, I believe. So I'll leave a link to it. I'm not an affiliate of Focusrite, so I won't get any proceeds from this or anything like that. This is mine. I'm not operating for them, so I'm not an affiliate of either one. I don't get any proceeds. I'm just giving you this information because I just want to help you out. So I hope this helped. I hope you know now the difference between an audio interface and a mixer and its advantages. I hope it really helps. I really do, man. So this is Andre Lewis. If you have any questions, you can send me your questions at starttofinishpodcasting@gmail.com. All right. And check out the website, starttofinishpodcasting.com. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all the support and for liking the page and subscribing. I thank you so much. So have a good day, and I hope this information helps. See you later. Keep podcasting.
Thank you for watching the Start to Finish Podcasting TV Network.